Luis, you have got to calm down. Fighting won't solve anything.
Yeah, well, I want to make my son of a bitch father understand how much I hate him for what he's done to us.
Well, you've already done that.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm just beginning. I want to make that man feel as much pain as he's caused us.
Think about Pilar, right? She wouldn't want you to act this way.
I am thinking of her. Because when she finds out that her beloved husband just ran off and abandoned us for this woman, it's gonna kill her.
Oh my God, I don't feel his pulse. You killed him, Luis. You killed your father. Oh my God, he's not breathing. You killed him, Luis. You killed your father.
It's okay. You were angry. You didn't know what you were doing. You lost control.
The ambulance is on its way. Mrs. Wheeler, please move out of the way. I'm gonna try CPR.
It's too late. It's too late. I've lost him. He's gone. I can't believe he's gone.
Hold on. I've got a heartbeat. It's slow and erratic, but it's there.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
There you go. Take it easy. Deep, slow breaths.
Oh, dear God, I thought I'd lost you.
Yes. Thank God. Thank God. Everything's gonna be okay now.
Not even close. Now that I know that this bum is my old man, nothing's gonna be okay for a long time.
Don't, darling, lay back down. Chief Bennett says the ambulance is on its way.
Yeah, get you checked out at the hospital.
No, I don't.
You too, Luis.
I don't have a scratch on me.
I don't need a doctor. Take it easy.
Oh, come on. Now,
Easy does it.
you have to lay down. Sit down. Come here. You're going to the hospital, and I don't want any argument because you can't bear it if anything happens to
I
you.
need to talk to Luis.
You can do that later. There's plenty of time for that. Just sit back.
Luis.
All right, not now, Luis. Not now.
We're not finished. Papa? Oh, no. Not by a long shot. There's nothing wrong with me, okay? Why the hell does the doctor have to check me out?
Because it's procedure, Luis. All right, you were in a fight, and they need to make sure you have no internal injuries.
Oh, for crying out loud, I don't have time for this. No. Not when my bum of a father is in that damn cubicle.
Which is the last place that you ought to be right now in your state. Look, you are far too upset.
You think that I'm upset? Wait till I get my hands on him the next time.
God, Luis!
Sheridan, listen to me. For all those years, I was forced to believe my mother's explanation as to why my father left. And to find out that he just snuck out because he was sick and tired of taking care of his wife and his kids. The man makes me sick.
Luis, you're just getting yourself worked up all over again.
You know what? I should have killed him when I had the chance. He does not deserve to live.
All right, you gotta stop this right now. And just listen to me for a minute. While you were back at the house, pummeling your father, he didn't raise one hand to fight back. Now, he could have fended off your blows, but he didn't so much as lift one finger to come back at you.
He's probably too much of a coward.
No, that is not the reason. He didn't want to fight back with his son. He loves you, Luis. In spite of everything that he's done, he still loves you. Look, despite everything that you've learned about your father, he still loves you, Luis.
Love. You call what that low-life sleazoid did to my ma and us kids love? He walked out the door with no explanation, never looked back. He didn't even have an ounce of decency to let us know he was alive and okay. No. Mr. Wheeler was too busy to take any time out of his busy schedule to call or write. And God forbid he asked how we were doing.
Maybe he knew how you were all doing. You know, maybe he kept up with everything through Tia Maria in Mexico.
Think she knew who he was?
No, of course not. She introduced him to us as Mr. Wheeler. I'm sure she didn't know any more than Paloma did.
Oh, my God. Paloma. She lived with him for all those years, and she never even knew that he was her father.
Which has got to account for something. Like he cared?
Sheridan, you sound like you're defending the bum, okay? Let's not forget that he walked out on his wife and kids so that he could spend time with the new Mrs. Fitzgerald, or, excuse me, Mrs. Wheeler in their south of the border tropical paradise.
Look, I think it's a lot more complicated than you're making it out to be. All right, you said that your father loved your mother, that you'd never seen two people more happily married.
Obviously, I was wrong.
I don't know. What kind of man would just walk out on his beautiful wife and adorable children if he wasn't forced to?
He did it, Sheridan, okay? He even admitted it, and that is all that I need to know.
Look, I know this might sound bad, but after all these years, I think you should listen to him, hear him out, hear his side of the story.
I wouldn't believe a word that came out of his damn mouth.
No, look, all right. Then look at his actions. Okay, he could have defended himself back at the house when you were beating him up, but he didn't.
You say it's because he loved me. And I say it's because he's the coward I always feared that he was. God, you know, I can't stop thinking about my mom.
God, poor Pilar.
When she finds out that Mr. Wheeler, the man that she has this connection to that reminds her of Papa, is really her husband. And the fact that he's come back to town with a new face and a new name and a new wife. I mean, talk about adding insult to injury.
She's already had such deep suspicions about him. She almost put it together earlier. She talked herself out of it because the idea was just so completely outrageous.
Sure, and that's exactly my point. You know, the only way that my mother has been able to survive all these years is because she always believed that my father was forced to leave us. And for her to find out that he could have come back, and he has a new wife, it's gonna kill her. How could he disrespect my mother so much that he would hook up with another woman after he ran out on us?
You'll have to ask him, Louise.
And Mrs. Wheeler? You know, she seems so nice, but kind of a woman hooks up with a married man.
Maybe she didn't know he was married when they first met.
Yeah, but after all those years, it must have come out that he had 5 kids with another woman who would have given her life for him.
Honey, I can't answer all these questions.
You know, maybe Mrs. Wheeler's a big phony just like my father is.
It just doesn't seem like Mrs. Wheeler. She doesn't seem like the kind of person that would knowingly hurt anyone.
Yeah, well, a few hours ago, I would have said the same thing about Mr. Wheeler. I guess time will tell. Just don't know how my mother's gonna survive all this. Get your filthy hands off of my mother. Now!
Please, what's wrong with you? Why are you talking to Mr. Wheeler that way?
Mr. Wheeler. I got some news for you, Mama.
Luis, why are you here? If you came to see Teresa,
That's
she's...
not why I'm here.
They said Mr. Wheeler was in a fight with someone. Oh, God, it was you, wasn't it? Why would you hurt Mr. Wheeler?
Mama, I need to talk to you. But I'd rather do it in private.
Well, if it's about Mr. Wheeler, then we can do it right in front of him.
No, I can't do that.
Yes, you can, mijo. If it's as important as you say it is.
Please, Pilar, just go with Luis.
Sheridan, I'm a grown woman. Now, please, mijo. I want to know what it is you need to tell me.
Okay. All right. Well, this man you think is Mr. Wheeler. This man is your husband. You're looking at Martin Fitzgerald.